Hi, good evening, everyone. Before we go ahead and we take the lecture on dummy variables, we'll go ahead and take some questions on econometrics and let's see how much we are able to do from some past year papers. Okay. I will also go ahead and add these questions. I'm going to prepare a separate question bank now, which will be called econometrics question bank for IIT and CUET. Right? I'll prepare actually separate because the type of questions are separate in econometrics. I'll prepare separately for IIT, GATE and CUT. So I will also add these questions and whatever other questions I find to this question bank also. Okay. Okay. Read out the question. Try to do this. For variable X and Y, we have the data. Summation XY is 350. Summation X 50. Summation Y 60. Mean of X 5, variance of x4, variance of y9, which of the following holds? Before you go ahead and before you try to attempt this question, try to see that this is talking about the value of beta. पहले दो option अगर आप देखोगे, it is saying 1 unit change in x is associated with 1.2 change in y. 1 unit change in x is associated with 0.6 change in y. Covariance between x and y, regression of this passes through origin. It means that we need to go ahead and we need to find the values. So try to go ahead and try to find byx, try to find bxy. So what do we do? When we have a model, y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x1. तो इसमें ये what is beta 1? How do you find this beta 1? There are two formulas. Formula number 1, summation small xi yi upon summation xi square in deviation format. The second format, which is in the absolute format, so summation capital X y. मतलब ये वाला जो second formula है ना, you can also derive from the first formula if you just try to open this up. Suppose you don't remember the second formula. You just try to write x minus x bar, y minus y bar upon summation x minus x bar whole square and just open this up. Huh? So if you will open this up, what will you get? Summation xy multiplying this with this minus y bar summation x minus x bar summation y plus summation x bar y bar upon, when you will open this up, a minus b whole square, you will get summation x square minus or plus first summation x bar square minus 2 summation x bar. So you can also, if you don't remember the second formula well, then you can also open the first formula and then you can do some tweaking around, कुछ changes कर सकते हो. जैसे like for example, you can write y bar as summation y by n, right? Because you're given summation y, you're given the value of mean of x, है ना? And then you can write summation x as it is. So you can make some changes around, but when you will be making those changes around, the other formula of beta 1 वो आपको derive हो जाएगा. So that is summation xy minus summation x summation y by n upon. Now this is interesting. So when I go ahead and I write the actual formula, it is n summation x square minus summation x whole square. But if you look here in the options given to you, you will see that there is variance of x given to you. माने जो हमारा denominator है, whatever denominator is, it is not matching this also and it is not matching this also. I need to convert my denominator in the variance of x. Only then I will be able to get the answer, right? So ये जो थोड़ा बहुत here in bits and pieces में you need to make these changes ना, that is what will make the question interesting for you, right? So what I can go ahead and do? Well, if I look here, can I go ahead and can I do something like this? summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar, and denominator में I can just write summation x minus x bar whole square, divide and multiply by n. Then I will get this as variance of x, isn't it? So then this can be written as summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar upon, this will become the variance of x into n. Now you can open this up. Right? So when you will open up the numerator, you will get summation xy minus y bar summation x minus x bar summation y plus, because x bar y bar is getting summed up, both are constant, n times x bar y bar upon sigma square x into n. Right? So the point here is to tweak the formula. Formula को थोड़ा सा आपने alter करना है. And how will you tweak that formula? You will tweak that formula based on the information given to you in exam. What information is given to me? Now I know what summation xy is. This is given to me here. This is given to me. So I can simply plug in. I am given summation x as 50. So which means that I can go ahead and plug this summation x here. Right? I am given summation y as 60. And I am given that the variance of x. So I am given that the variance of x is 4. Right? So I can plug the variance of x here. I am given this information. I am given this. I am given this. I am given summation y. I can plug that here. I am given that the mean of x is 5. So I am given this information. I can plug this. I am given this information, mean of x. I can plug this. Now I need to find the number of observations. Very simple. I know summation x is 50. I know x bar is 5. So what will be number of observation? Summation x by n is 5. Summation x is given to me as 50. So it means that I can go ahead and I can say that 50 by n is 5. So n will be 10. Now I know what n is. So I can plug the value of n also. I know what n is. I can plug the value of n here. Right? And I know what y bar is. Because I know that summation y is 60. And number of observations are 10. So y bar is 6. So I know what y bar is. I can plug it here. It means I have filled in all the gaps. I have filled in all the possible information. So I can go ahead and I can also solve this now. Right? Try to go ahead. I'm giving you 1 minute. Try to go ahead and try to find, using the same information, regress x on y and find beta x y. Try to do this. Try to find beta x y. Give it a minute. Use the formula of beta xy. What will be beta xy? Summation xi yi upon summation yi square. You're given variance of y. Convert this in terms of variance. Denominator in terms of variance. Okay, 5 by 9. Let's check. So I'll convert this in terms of variance by multiplying and dividing by n. Right? Now, if I try to go ahead and I try to do this, you see that the denominator has become the variance now. Right? So I will get summation xi yi by sigma square y into n. Numerator you have already solved when doing this. Numerator you have already solved. So ideally, you don't even have to solve again. So numerator, you already know that what will happen when you will be opening the numerator. You will get this summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar upon sigma square y into n. So summation xy minus x bar, summation y minus y bar, summation x plus n x bar y bar upon sigma square y into n. We have already found out number of observations are 10. We have found out summation y is given as 60. So mean of y is 6. Plug in these values, try to find the answer. Go ahead. So we'll get 350 minus mean of x is 5, summation y is 60, mean of y is 6, summation x is 50, number of observations are 10, mean of x is 5, mean of y is 6, sigma square y is 9, and number of observations are 10. Plug in these values, get the answer. Okay, so it's coming as 5 by 9 for all of you. Okay, good. So if it is coming as 5 by 9, we can go ahead and we can say that the correct answer will be A. For the first one, you were getting 5 by 4 as the answer. देखो यहाँ पे जब इसको solve किया था, you should get 5 by 4 as answer, 1.25. And here you should get 5 by 9 as answer. So yes, option A itself is correct. Option A is correct. But I will not stop here. Please tell me what will be the covariance between x and y. Please check this. Quickly do this better. Find the covariance between x and y. It will be very easy. Quickly do this. Find covariance between x and y. What will you get? They've just approximated that to 0.6 actually. That's it. So you're right. You will not get exactly 0.6, but they've just approximated that to 0.6. What is the covariance between x and y? The covariance between x and y will be summation small xi yi by n. Isn't it? Again, you have already solved for the numerator. Summation xi yi is this. Right? So every option is linked. एक बारी अगर आपने पूरा solve कर लिया, then you don't have to solve again and again and again. So this is your numerator. Summation xi yi. And what is this value coming as? This value will come as 350 plus 300 minus okay, good. Minus 300 minus 300 upon 10. Right? And what is the mean of y? The mean of y was 5. Sorry, 6. So mean of y is coming as 6. The covariance, if you solve this, it is going to not exceed 6, isn't it? So it means that we are going to go ahead and say that this option is incorrect. Option C is incorrect. And does it pass through the origin? How will we check this? How do we know if it passes through origin or not? How can we check if it passes through origin or not? Intercept 0. And how do I know if intercept is 0 or not? Find it out. So what is my intercept term? What is beta naught? It is y bar minus byx x bar. Y bar is 6 beta in this question. Y bar is 6 minus 1.25 into 5. Isn't it? Mean of x is 5. Mean of y is 6. Right? And we are assuming that we are going through this right formula and we are getting the answer as 1.25 here. So it means that here, if I try to solve this, is this giving me the answer as 0? If this is not giving me the answer as 0, it means that the intercept term is non-zero. This is the only way I can use to check this term. Right? So I will get 6 minus 6.25, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, we can go ahead and say that the regression is not through origin. The intercept term is not 0. Right? So the only thing we see here is that option A is correct. Why I wanted to evaluate all options is because in this kind of question, what if it comes as an MSQ question, multiple select question? So it is a good idea to go ahead and evaluate all the options. सारे options को आप check करोगे, and then you will go ahead and you will tell what is the right answer in this case. Any doubt, anyone, please ask me now. Any doubt? Okay, I'll assume we are fine. We will go to the next question now, right? So try to see this one.